I mucked a nice little chicken, not too long ago. Prepared it for the last few days in the air fryer. Very nice. A nice little wrap from LA, Pog, right after class. Yeah. Oh, we got some questions. 7 people, 8 people in here. Lamar says Robbie Anderson or OBJ. Thanks, guys. Keep it up. I would hold out for OBJ personally.
I would as well.
Cooks or Jamar Chase. Love the channel, by the way. I'm playing Jamar Chase. I know Brandon Cook's been good to start the year, but Jamar Chase already the alpha for the Bengals. And if T. Higgins doesn't play this week, which by all accounts the website's actually expecting, man, like Jamar Chase could realistically have a top 10 type of ceiling this week. And plus, dude, the Panthers defense has actually been playing very well. So I would.
No, dude, I faded in all my showdown lineups that I'm doing. I faded Cooks in like 2 of them, the 3 that I did, just because I don't expect like Cooks gets so many targets. It's hard not to fade the guy, or it's hard to fade the guy. But like what JC Horn's playing amazing to start his rookie year. Yeah. AJ Boye looks like 5 years younger. Like their secondary is just good, man. They have Jeremy Chin, AJ Boye, Dante Jackson. Like they're all playing well, and their pass rush is really good.
I was about to say too, the craziest part has been their front 7 for me too. Mm-hmm. Like obviously their back end's playing well, but in the first 2 games that they've played, they've actually shut down the opposing run attacks. I mean, we saw freaking Alvin Kamara get held to less than 1 yard per carry in that game, which is ridiculous considering he is quite literally the most efficient running back of these past 5 years. So yeah, I mean that
quite literally the most efficient running back in NFL history.
Yeah. Streaming Titans defense this week, is that a good or bad idea? If I'm trying to remember quickly, who the Titans play again? Yeah, you did the start set, so you know.
Vikings, I think.
Vikings play Seattle.
My brain is mush. Hold on.
I completely forget.
I'm pulling it up right now.
New Orleans.
Oh, the Saints. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. My bad.
Oh, no, they're not playing New Orleans. They're playing the Colts. They're playing the Colts, yes. Good stream. Colts defense, or Colts, whoever they're playing at quarterback, Jacob Eason or whatever. Playing the Titans defense is not usually a good idea because their defense isn't very good, but against Jacob Eason, they should be able to get some points.
I quickly wanted to say the reason why I misread it is because I'm playing Fletsky in the Listener League, and he has Damien Harris and A.J. Brown. I thought I was reading off A.J. Brown's matchup. I read off Damien Harris's, so side note. Also, should I start Kittle over Gronk, and should I trade Kittle? What do you think I could get for him? So to start, I would still roll with Kittle, honestly. Like, I just think that's the type of guy that you have to ride out and see what happens. Now, do I think Gronk has potentially a high ceiling this week going up against the Rams? Yeah, I do believe so, because at the end of the day here, you're expecting the defense with those corners going to try to match up with Godwin and Evans. And, I mean, without John Johnson in the fold, who's really going to carry Gronk up the seam? Because we know Brady's going to target any single weakness in that defense.
AB could be out for the game too.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's close though, but as much as I love Gronk's ceiling, I'm still going with Kittle because at this point I can't bench Kittle.
Yeah, I think Kittle's going to get on track this week.
Yeah, Zeke or Carson? Zeke. Again, like this stuff.
The matchup's going to be high scoring with the Seahawks game, but I think I would still go with Zeke as well.
And I saw someone post this on Twitter. They're like, "Who would you rather have rest of season, Zeke or Carson?" Like, what is this overreaction right now? Like, we're acting like Carson's realistically a 25 touch or opportunity per game back. He's not. So theoretically, if we're getting the same workloads for Zeke and Carson, I'll take the one that I think is more potent from an offensive standpoint overall for the rest of the year. So, and not to mention Zeke's a better player, but Deontay playing this week, I believe so. I'm not 100% certain on that, but we'll update you throughout. I see. Yeah. No. Either way, come back for the Sunday morning live stream. We'll have all the updates in terms of the injuries. James White, Tyson Williams, or Javonte Williams full PPR. So we got the Patriots going up against the Saints, the Ravens going up against the Lions. It's Tyson Williams. Yeah,
I'll take Tyson. And Deontay didn't practice yesterday. I haven't seen the report from today, but he didn't practice yesterday. It's not like an ACL tear or anything, which some people actually did fear that it was. I think what we're probably looking at is the same injury that Jarvis Landry has, an MCL sprain or something like that, but it might be a little bit more minor than what Jarvis Landry has. So I think there's a chance he could play this week, but if he's out, obviously it's an upgrade for Claypool and Juju.
Yeah, no, I agree there.
But yeah, Blake, I'd go with Tyson there and the great matchup.
Yep. Same. Start Carolina defense or Las Vegas
Carolina.
defense. I'm starting Carolina.
They're
the way
both surprisingly good options, which I never thought I would say at the beginning of the season. But yeah, give me Carolina's defense against a third-round rookie quarterback who had like 13 college starts.
To be fair, Jacoby Brissett, but I understand like they're similar matchups, except Carolina defense is legitimately like a top 3 defense in fantasy right now. So I'll just ride that. We live. Is there a spicy Daniel Jones or Justin Fields? It's Justin Fields for me. I mean, like if Justin Fields is the starter, which is expected, he basically got named the starter. I think he's going to put up top 10, top 12 type point per game because at the end of the day here, his legs are legitimately third to Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray in the NFL, in my opinion. And then, yes, that's including ahead of Jalen Hurts.
Ironically, Daniel Jones actually has like the third most, like, it's funny that you said third because he is like the third most rushing production at quarterback in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I fully agree. Like, I think Daniel Jones is a mobile quarterback, but I think Justin Fields is a legitimate like threat.
I'm not overreacting to Daniel Jones's game on Thursday Night Football. I'm still willing to stream him as like a top 18 quarterback or something, but
it's the Falcons, right?
Falcons are terrible, but I'm not going to start him over like great options. And even though Justin Fields is playing his first game, his rushing floor is safer because, I mean, we saw Justin Fields play like a half of football and rush the ball 10 times.
Yeah. Keep up the great work, boys. Appreciate that. Snacks. A little shout out to Snacks joining the stream for it's fun. My boys giving y'all a holla, and it was fun doing some mock drafts with you guys. Is there, Brett? Appreciate that. If Cooper doesn't play, should I? First of all, I think Cooper's going to play. CeeDee Lamb basically went out and said Cooper should be fine by Monday, but
I think I'd find a way to get Sutton into your lineup regardless, though.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Sutton would be the answer, though, for the record. Traded Zeke and Hollywood for Metcalf and Sanders.
I like it.
I mean, it's kind of a lateral, but I guess like if you were
I don't think so. I think Zeke and Metcalf is probably a wash, and Hollywood and Sanders, I'd rather have Miles Sanders. Again, sometimes it sucks going from a locked and loaded RB1, back end RB1 or whatever you view Zeke as to a mid RB2 like Miles Sanders. But I kind of like what I've seen out of Miles Sanders, if I'm being honest. I think him and Chris Carson are really that last tier of guys that are good like workload guys, top 15, top 16 running backs in fantasy.
I'd probably have them closer to the top 20, but yeah, I agree. If Miles Sanders doesn't play, should I pick up Gainwell, Patterson, some running back? If Miles Sanders doesn't play, you pick up Gainwell. He is the clear handcuff, the clear second running back for Philly. And
I didn't even know he was dealing with anything, to be honest.
I didn't think so either. But if he misses, I mean, Kenneth Gainwell should probably be owned in any type of PPR format regardless. I mean, this guy that's legitimately seeing a good amount of opportunity already. So Gainwell's your answer. Shamar Chase, Robert Woods, or T. Higgins? Well, first of all, T. Higgins is expected not to play on Sunday. Second of all, the answer would have been Jamar Chase regardless.
Yeah, if T. Higgins does play, he is supposed to have the better matchup of the Bengals wide receivers, but I think what we've seen out of Chase so far makes me still lean Chase slightly over Higgins, in a neutral situation.
For sure. Flex 1, Debo, Miles Sanders, Devonta Smith, full PPR. Man, who are you leaning here? So Eagles against the Eagles against the Cowboys. Trayvon Diggs expected to shout out Devonta Smith because that's basically how he's been utilized to start the year. Miles Sanders versus Debo. I'm going Debo.
I'll take Debo, especially in a PPR league. I think Debo's going to Debo's set to see Kevin King in coverage.
Yeah, and we saw what that looked like on Monday night.
Quintez Cephas abused that guy.
Yeah, I would prefer Michael Carter straight up.
Oh yeah, I would as well. I would drop Rojo for Michael Carter for sure.
What to do with Zeke PPR? He's a tentative hold for me unless you can get like full top 7, top 8 type of value. I think right now, if you were to redraft it, we kind of know he's more so going to be a back end RB1 inhibited by the fact that Tony Pollard is indeed seeing action in this offense, which was not expected at all. I mean, if you're actually following the team, you would have seen Tony Pollard's never been that severe workload threat, but this year they understand, hey, got to keep this guy fresh. Let's get this young guy in and freshen up the legs. So overall, I would keep Zeke unless you can get like, I don't know.
Who would you rather have, DeAndre Swift or Zeke Elliott the rest of the year in a PPR league?
Zeke's still slightly, but that's actually like a conversation.
In full PPR, does it Zeke also is getting no work in the receiving game.
Yeah. Like I would say they're both at like that 7-8 type area in terms of who we were to redraft today. I think Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry.
What about Harrison Gibson?
I would prefer Zeke.
I would prefer both Harrison Gibson to Zeke.
Really, yeah?
Zeke would probably slot in right behind those guys, just
like
ahead of like Jonathan Taylor, I would say. But
I would take Taylor over Harrison.
I wouldn't because of everything that we're we're dealing with the Colts right now with Carson Wentz's injury. I think Braden Smith is also out. Quentin Nelson dealing with injuries still, and Eric Fisher. It's just a sketchy situation. The team's 0-2. They play 3 straight road games coming up. Taylor is still a back end RB1 for me, but I would rather have some of those other guys.
Yeah. There's one guy we forgot too. I'd rather, especially in a PPR, Austin Eckler.
Yeah, I would rather
Austin. Like the way I kind of view it right now is you got your top 4, right? You still got your Kamara, your Cook, your CMC, and your Henry. Like oddly enough, like I was lower on Henry. He's basically getting receiving work now, so you have to have him there. Number 5, 6, you're looking at like Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler, in my opinion. And then you get into the range of the Zeke, the Jonathan Taylor, the DeAndre Swift, the
probably Joe Mixon as well, as long as he's on the field.
Yeah, so I know we kind of just went on a tangent, but we'll get into more questions. Either way, you're holding Zeke.
Everybody enjoys the running back talk usually. So Cameron says Cordero Patterson or Javonte RB2. Give me Javonte Williams there. I'm not chasing Cordero Patterson's points from last week.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry. Oh my God. Surprisingly, like I want to say
Golladay here easily.
Really, I'd go with Rondale Moore here.
Kenny Golladay sees Fabian Moreau, who just got abused by Mike Evans, and they're similar type of wide receivers. So I will take Kenny Golladay there. I know Rondale Moore is so exciting because what he did last week.
The PPR
I still only played 58% of the routes, or ran 58% of the routes, and he's playing behind Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk's a top 3 graded receiver on PFF right now. I don't think he's going away anytime soon.
The problem, though, is that, first of all, he's also going up against the Jaguars secondary. And second of all, even though he has a low overall snap share, his
target share is really good. And
his utilization per route run insane.
Situation that he's got. But I actually really believe in Kenny Golladay this week. I think I would roll him out. Kenny Golladay is like my wide receiver, like 38 or something in my rankings. And Rondale Moore is like in the like late 40s, 45, I think. Yeah.
I'm down to make a bet on that, by the way.
I'll make a bet on that.
I think I'm gonna have Rondale Moore in the fringe top 35, top 40.
That's an overreaction, but all right.
I don't think it is at all, man. Honestly,
he's still only running the 4th receiver on the team.
And I get that, but A, we got the leading team in terms of 4 wide receiver sets in the entire NFL, and B, when he is on the field, they make sure they make it a priority.
Of course, I'm not denying that, but he's still like that. That presents some volatility risk because he is the 4th receiver.
It's just the reason why, like, I understand Golladay is probably a safer play. I just like Rondale's ceiling, like, much past that. Because Rondale's ceiling, like, yeah, okay, I don't have to get into much further because we have questions. Would you trade Damon Harris for any of Bateman, Chark, Pittman, and Dynasty? I would take Bateman and run with it. Like, easily.
Bateman in Dynasty, if you can buy low on him in Dynasty. Like, we don't do a lot of Dynasty content during the season. If you guys want to see more Dynasty content, just let us know, and we'll try and work it into our schedule if we can. But Rashad Bateman's a great buy low in Dynasty right now because he's kind of just out of sight, out of mind because he's not on the field. So if you can get Rashad Bateman at a discount, which to me is, at a discount is anything other than a top 25 to 30 Dynasty wide receiver, because that's where I have Rashad Bateman ranked. I would rather have him than Rondale Moore. I'm sure you could swap them straight up for each other right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. What's up, boys? Not the best game, but watching CMC never get. Yeah, amen. At the end of the day here,
I think DJ Moore is going to go hog wild in this game, legitimately. I think he's going to have a monster game.
What sucks about it is because I'm taking antibiotics right now, I can't even drink until Saturday. So, either way, that's gonna be
got a nice Gretzky wine right here.
Yeah, there you go. Which of these wide receivers should I start? Kupp, Lamb, AJ Brown, or Sutton? As much as I love Sutton, you're sitting Sutton out of this.
Yeah.
No,
your receiving core is absurd, so I wouldn't even stress too much about it. But Cortland Sutton is the guy I would sit.
Should I be panicking about CH?
Yeah,
CH and Amari for A-Rob and Hawkinson. I'd
take A-Rob and Hawkinson. I think I'd take A-Rob and Hawkinson.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would suck losing Amari, but like Hawkinson's probably, if you were to redraft like today, he's probably like a mid 4th round pick. A-Rob's probably a late 4th round pick. And then if you're comparing, Amari's probably a back end 2, early 3, and CH is probably like a late 4. So
he's probably like I wouldn't take him to like the 6th.
He would be a dead zone running back. So I'll prefer your side there because I do think, especially when
if you need a tight end, especially too, I think that's a pretty solid trade to make.
James White versus Tony Pollard. I'll take Pollard there.
I'll take Pollard slightly as well.
Like, I wouldn't like this one, like a half PPR, I'd confidently say Pollard, and full PPR would be really, really close. Should I start Jamar over Cooks and then start the pan? I would do both of those with Zach.
Yep.
Who would it take for you to trade away CMC? Guy offered me oh my gosh.
No, I would need, if you wanted CMC, he would need to offer me Kupp and like
Eckler,
Aaron Jones.
That's what I was about to say. Like Cup and like another top 7 running back.
Yeah, like it wouldn't even be enough for me to get Cup and like Gibson for CMC.
I wouldn't take that either.
I need a stud running back also.
If someone were to offer you Cup and Taylor, you take or not Cup and Taylor, Cup and Chubb, would you take it?
No,
I wouldn't either. Like
no,
the cutoff would have to be like
I would need one of Kamara, Cook, or Henry or Aaron Jones plus like a Mike Evans or plus type of receiver.
In PPR, I'd throw Eckler into that group as well.
Maybe, yeah. I'm not quite there with Eckler yet. He's like right outside that group for me though.
It's fair. What's up, y'all? Love the channel. Appreciate that, Vaughn. He says, so I got Keenan Allen and Cup starting, and I need a flex here. So I got Rondale, Ruggs, Higgins, Robbie Anderson. Appreciate it. So if Higgins does play, I would take the risk on Higgins. If Higgins does not play, I would go with Rondale more.
See, that's the sketchy thing is that Robbie Anderson would actually be my answer if we know Higgins isn't playing. But it's Thursday night. You can't really risk it. I don't think the drop off from Rondale Moore from Robbie Anderson is big enough to the point that I would just risk it and see if Higgins plays. Because if Higgins plays, he is the guy I would go with. If he sits, I'd go with Rondale Moore.
Yeah, I agree there. Superflex quarterback 2 league, Brissett or Davis Mills. So you got Brissett going up against the Raiders defense and Davis Mills going up against the Panthers.
Both defenses have somehow looked pretty good. I'll take Brissett.
Yeah, same.
You got Will Fuller coming back, Jalen Waddle. You got some big play upside with those guys.
Should I keep so first of all, you say see if I can get anything. Do you mean like in a trade? Because I wouldn't trade
don't drop Brandon Ayuk. I wouldn't drop him, but if you can float trade offers for him, go ahead by all means. But I just want to see this play out with Brandon Ayuk. I'm not really willing to trade super low on him because his value is in the absolute dumpster right now. So you're probably better off just holding him because the best you're going to get is like Sterling Shepard type of offers and maybe not even that.
Yeah, I agree there. So we can quickly go to Dante Super Chat. Where did we leave off? Let me just take a look.
I got it.
So Dante, again, appreciate the $1.99 Super Chat. He says Panthers defense versus the Texans or Broncos defense versus the Jets. I would go with Panthers defense here because I still think Zach Wilson's ultimate ceiling comparatively to Davis Mills gives me enough pause to the point where I'll lean on a defense in the Panthers who through these first 2 weeks legitimately made a Saints offense that carved up the Packers look like a JV offense. Like I genuinely think that this team has turned the corner. Matt Rule's coaching, that front 7, that back end now with JC Horn coming in has really revolutionized what we expect from that Panthers D. They looked at like an absolute sieve last year. They've been one of the stingiest defenses overall to start this year. So I'll go with the
one
Panthers
thing I
defense.
will say in favor of the Broncos defense is that they are at home and the Panthers defense is on the road. So that does, it carries some weight. I would still lean the Panthers defense because it's basically, do I want a 3rd round rookie quarterback who, has limited starting experience I didn't really believe in coming out of college, or a guy that was my QB2 in the class? Obviously, the team around him is better too. Like as much as the Jets aren't really looking like a great offense right now, they have more weapons that could do some damage than the Texans do.
Yep. Appreciate it. So can you get to the next question? I actually got to send Spicy out the link to be in the background.
Yeah. No worries. Okay. So Kilgie's question was Panthers all day tonight. CMC, Darnold, and Terrace Marshall have good games. Yeah. Terrace Marshall should have a good matchup in this one. I have him in all 3 of my DFS lineups. I'm pretty sure. So I'm hoping for a good game out of him. Full PPR, Saquon or DJ Moore. Now, this one's really close because I really love DJ Moore this week. And as much as I think Saquon is going to get back on track in this game, if you
I go DJ Moore.
I think I would start DJ Moore in the full PPR aspect, even though we saw Saquon run his full allotment of routes and stuff like that. I think I would lean DJ Moore in this one just because of the risk factor with Saquon Barkley.
Yep. Would you? Oh shoot!
Yeah, I got it.
My bad.
Javonte Williams or Corey Davis. Full PPR. Give me Corey Davis there. Traded Claypool and just scrolled down on me. Traded Claypool and Gainwell for AJ Brown. Sad to see the Claypool breakout go away, but happy.
Great move. I mean, as much as I love Chase Claypool, this is a steal for AJ Brown. This is the definition of buying low. His target share has been there. I think he has 17 targets across these first 2 games. And we're still talking about AJ Brown, probably the premier yards after catch receiver in the entire
Probably
NFL.
One of the premier guys to produce on low targets too.
Yeah, exactly. Tennessee defense or Miami. So you got the Titans going up against the Colts, and you have Miami going up against, we mentioned them earlier,
I got it right
Raiders.
Now. Yeah, Raiders. Give me the Dolphins defense. They're a better actual defense.
Over the Titans against the Colts?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go Titans over the Colts here. I mean, the way the Raiders offense has been playing these first 2 games has been really giving me pause. I mean, and Derek Carr, in terms of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, like I just don't see the upside for Miami this week.
The Titans defense just sucks. That's the only thing
Oh,
about it.
it's awful, but so does Jacob Eason.
Yeah, that's fair. And the Titans defense is at home too. I'll give the edge to the Titans defense there.
For sure. So we actually got a super chat here from Craig Spence. Appreciate that. Do you know where we left off after?
Yeah, I got it. I got
right.
Maximus right here.
All right. So Craig Spence says Julio, Montgomery, Evans, Marvin Jones, pick 2 in a PPR. So I see Julio, I see Evans. They're going in my lineup in a PPR.
It's tough because the one thing about the Rams is that they have used, and I talked about this earlier today, they have used Jalen Ramsey against physical receivers. So DK Metcalf, Mike Evans. Last year, they shadowed Jalen Ramsey on Mike Evans. They did do it. So that makes me a little bit nervous about Mike Evans in comparison to a guy like David Montgomery. But, oh, man, it's super close. A full PPR balances out the wide receiver. I would say if Antonio Brown doesn't play in this game, I go with the 2 receivers. If Antonio Brown does play, I probably go Julio Montgomery.
Yeah, no, I can actually agree with that. Just sitting Evans,
it's
tough,
hard. It's hard,
yeah.
but like it is a bad matchup. And Mike Evans is predictably a guy that if he has a bad matchup, you can sit.
Yep, fair. Okay. And also appreciate that $5 super chat, by the way.
Appreciate that. Maximus says, how do you think Claypool will do with Deontay potentially out, and which defense do you start, Bucks or Saints? So Bucks against the Rams, Saints against who do they play against? The Patriots. I'd probably take the Saints defense there. I think the Rams offense is going to put up a lot of points. I think this game has the highest over under on the slate, 56.5 or 56 points or whatever for the Bucks and Rams game. So I'd probably lean the Saints defense there. How do I think Claypool will do with Deontay potentially out? He has the best matchup on the field, whether Deontay plays or not, against Eli Apple. So I think Claypool could have a big game in this one, catch a long touchdown or something like that. So hopefully Ben plays. I'm not really sure what Ben's health situation is looking like in terms of his availability for this game, but hopefully he plays because, I mean, I think the offense is better with Ben in it.
Yeah, for sure. Corey Davis or Devonta Smith? I'll go Corey Davis lately.
I'll take Corey Davis there, but it's close.
Yep. Who to flex? Cooks, Pittman, or Hines? I'd go with Brandon Cooks easily, yeah. Who should I start at flex PPR? Cooks versus Carolina, Marquise Brown versus Detroit, Shepard versus Atlanta. I'd go Shepard.
You'd go Shepard. I'd go Marquise Brown.
They're all so
close. I'd actually be curious to know where these guys are in my rankings because I bet they're all very close to each other.
I have to officially set mine, but I could tell you right now, all are going to be, if not in the
I
top
literally
30.
have Marquise Brown 30, Sterling Shepard 31, Brandon Cooks 32, legitimately back to back. So I will take Marquise Brown slightly.
Yeah, and it's close, but I'll go with Sterling Shepard. I feel like if you were to be fair though,
if you flipped a coin, I guess there's 3 options, so you can't flip a coin. But like if you picked a number out of 3 and started one of them, I think it could be the right decision. Like they're all so close.
Like they're all legitimate, like top 35 at minimum, potential top 30 plays for me. Like,
I think I would lean with the guys that aren't playing tonight though, because if you're playing against somebody who has CMC or somebody playing in this game and you need ceiling or floor, then you know which one to go with, Marquise Brown or Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, exactly. So let's try to catch up on these questions to go pretty quick time. Before we do that though, AJ slides in with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. He says Dynasty right now, Najee or Swift. To answer that first question, I would agree. I would prefer not DeAndre Swift to Najee Harris. Also, I traded a 2023 first, a 2022 second, and Nyheim Hines for Zeke and Robbie Anderson. Thoughts? If you're a contender, it's probably a fair value move. I think Steke's still going to be an RB1 this year, and Robbie Anderson has that sneaky wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 type of upside given his big playability. So if you're a contender, I don't mind making this move. If you're just middle of the pack, though, I probably would have held on to the pick side. But again, contender, make this move, no problem. I'm assuming if you're going for Zeke, it's because you're trying to win a championship.
Right. He's like a premier win now asset. It makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. And again, appreciate that $4.99 super chat. So, Corey, do you have where we left off?
Yep, I should have it right here. We got Miles Sanders or Devontae Smith from Inceptivus. Give me Miles Sanders there in full PPR. What do you think about the Packers defense? I think it kind of stinks, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about from a fantasy perspective against the 49ers, I probably wouldn't start them if that's what you're asking.
Yep, I agree there. So we can move on to the next question.
Should I trade Aaron Jones for Kupp and Edwards-Helaire? No, I would keep Aaron Jones.
I would hold, but like that's honestly a really solid offer. But yeah,
that's a solid offer because Kupp is playing so well. But I don't want Edwards-Helaire. That's my issue with the offer. If it was a different running back, if it was Miles Sanders, if it was Chris Carson or something like that, I probably make that move.
For sure. And we actually got another $4.99 from AJ. Appreciate that a lot. He says, thanks, y'all. This just because the content's always fire. Appreciate that a lot, man. Yeah, absolute beauty there. 2 $4.99 super chats from AJ. So shout out there.
Cairo Jag says Robbie Anderson or Rondell Moore or Javonte Williams flex full PPR.
Rondell.
I'm not taking Rondell there. I'll take Robbie Anderson.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah. I'll take Robbie Anderson. I think he has a good chance to catch a long touchdown in this game. That's pretty much all it comes down to.
Yep. Fair. Where did we leave?
I got it here. Your buddy Mosh says drop Komet for Peoples Jones or De'Ami Brown after I traded for Andrews today. Yeah, I would drop Komet for De'Ami Brown for sure.
Yep. Oh.
Gainwell, McKissick, Humphreys, or Ayuk for my third flex. I'll take Ayuk there.
Yeah,
I know it's. I mean, nobody wants to start Brandon Ayuk right now, but over those options, I'll take Ayuk. If Sanders is out, which apparently is a thing, then I'll take Gainwell, but I'll take Ayuk there.
Yep, for sure. For flex full PPR, I don't remember your question, but hopefully, Javonte versus Corey. Yeah, you mentioned that. So Corey Davis. Who has the biggest horn in the NFL? I think it's Chris Jones, man.
Between Teddy Bridgewater and Nick Foles.
I think it's Chris Jones, man. He showed his on live camera.
What?
You don't remember that? He was running at the he was running the combine. He was running the 40-yard dash, and he wiped out at the end, and his fucking pecker fell out of his shorts as he was running.
Jesus. Oh, Lambert, he's in my league. I just beat him last week. Sanders was limited today. Nothing to worry about. Okay, that's probably fine then. I'm scared about Brandon. I'm scared to start Brandon Cooks. I probably wouldn't be, if I'm being honest.
Back spicy hot in the private chat.
What'd he say? Chris Jones with the hammer. True.
Don't be scared to start Brandon Cooks. You're fine.
Yeah, he should be just fine as a top 36 guy. Just jumped on. Do I start Tim Patrick? I probably wouldn't.
I need to know your other options, brother, because that's like a fringe deep.
That's like a wide receiver 53 in my rankings type of wide receiver there.
It'll probably be higher for me, but yeah.
Henderson. That's exactly where he's ranked, and if I guess that right on, I'll be laughing. He's 51. Damn it, that's close.
This is a good question, but in full PPR, I will take Corey Davis, the wide receiver. If Darrell Henderson wasn't going up against your front seven, then I would say him. But him being limited, him playing the Bucks, give me Corey Davis.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's going to play, to be honest.
Yeah.
The injury that he had, Cam Akers missed two games from last year. He had the exact same injury.
Yeah, so Big Al says, should I start Joe Burrow or Teddy Bridgewater? So you got Burrow going up against the Steelers defense, and you have
Steelers defense is very injured though right now. I think I start Joe Burrow there.
Denver against the Jets though, bro.
I know, and Teddy's playing really well, but I'll take Joe Burrow there personally.
I'll go Teddy. Fuck it. Go Teddy. Where do we leave off? Start Henderson versus the Bucks. I need to know your other options, but he's like a low end RB2.
Yeah, if he plays, he's a low end RB2, but it sounds like he could be limited, if not playing altogether.
Yep. Hoping KJ Osborne shows out Sunday. He's looked really good, and he's gotten the snaps. Talked about that
high scoring game too. There's a good chance he catches some balls in this one.
I'm flexing him in a couple leagues. Any news on Ayuk? I heard Jimmy Garoppolo actually said today that for those of you that are worried about Brandon Ayuk, don't be like we've just been kind of bringing him up like slowly.
Really? Is that what he said? Because he's the one who's not throwing to him. So
yeah, he basically said like once we get him more like once he's like ready to go, we'll get him more involved.
I don't know if I want to crush 2 glasses of wine on stream here. I might just wait till the game starts to have my second one.
I may or may not have crushed 2 edibles.
Yeah, true.
Niners
backfield is a headache. It always will be, Cairo.
Yeah. If Henderson plays, start him or Sony. I'm thinking Sony, but I'm an idiot. If Henderson plays, you start Henderson.
Yeah, if Henderson plays, you start Henderson. But I would say in your situation, the best case scenario is that he doesn't play and you just start Sony.
Facts. Trying to trade Carson and Corey Davis for Barkley. Hopefully he bites. Yeah, good luck there. Good luck.
Yeah, somebody said in the chat that they traded Carson for Barkley straight up in my most recent video. So I was like, give me Barkley easily.
Is Mike Williams a must start over Keenan Allen? No, I still favor Keenan Allen, but I'll tell you what, Mike Williams is a legitimate like top 24 play until he shows otherwise.
He's a top 36 play for me. I'm not saying top 24 yet. Top 30.
Oh, we might have to bet on Mike Williams.
Top 32 play. So I'll say top 32.
Dude, he's legitimately garnering like 8.
Do you want to make a bet on Mike Williams? I kind of want to.
Of course, bro. That's good.
Let me pull up who I have immediately ahead of Mike Williams in my rankings. I have Jamar Chase immediately ahead of Mike Williams.
I won't take that one.
Yeah, well, I have Cortland Sutton immediately ahead of him.
Who's ahead of Cortland Sutton?
Chase Claypool.
I'll take him straight up.
You'll take Chase Claypool straight up versus Mike Williams?
I'll take Mike Williams over him, yeah.
All right, I'll take Chase Claypool.
All right, bet.
Nikki says, need to
Oh.
trade CMC and Hubbard. Do I go for Zeke? Why do you need to trade CMC is my question. Do I go for Zeke and Lockett / Diggs or Gibson and Kelsey?
I'll go.
I would
Gibson,
take Gibson and
side.
Kelsey for CMC, I think.
Yeah, I would too.
I think that's the better trade.
Trade Godwin for Fields in a super flex full PPR, keep 4 league. I can't keep Godwin. Yeah, then go for it. I think Fields by next year, once he's a starter, is going to be a legitimate top 12.
I would need to know how your competitiveness is this year to answer that question, because I think Godwin in a full PPR is a super valuable receiver to give up.
Yeah, but in super flex, bro, like
and plus you're going to get to keep him. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I guess I'll lean the Field side, but if you're competitive this year, I would, have some hesitancy.
If I can, would you trade Ridley and Tyson for Kamara instantly? Like not even a hesitation.
Not even close.
Especially with already having CD and Devonta, take.
If you don't have to give up anything other than like an elite wide receiver and an elite running back to get Kamara, then do it. Like if it's a elite wide receiver and a meh running back, or a meh running back and an elite, or a meh wide receiver and an elite running back for Kamara, give me Kamara all day.
I need wide receiver 2 in flex. I have Devonta Smith, Chase, Sermon, Sony. I'll go with Chase and Devonta there, even though I think Devonta's gonna have a low ceiling type of game against Diggs. I have CMC, Mixon, Swift, and somebody traded Carson for Diggs. Should I try and send one of them? Yes. What?
Yeah, 100%. Mixon would be the guy that I would look to do that with too.
Yep, agreed. So we actually got a $4.99 super chat from Colin. Appreciate that a lot. He says, "Have you ever made a terrible trade offer off edibles booze?" Yeah, I've done that before. Trust me.
I haven't. I actually took advantage of Jared and who in our league traded me Julio Jones for a 2nd-round pick, Jalen Guyton, and JaMychal Hasty. So,
however, the terrible trade offer wasn't against me. Like, I ended up going through. I sent one when I was high.
Yeah,
and I got a good offer. Like, I got the good side.
You know what's funny is, you remember that trade I made on draft night a couple of years ago where I traded away the 101 for Kerryon Johnson and Deebo Samuel? Well, the 101 ended up being CEH, and Deebo Samuel is probably more valuable by himself than CEH right now. So, and that trade that I made today, did you see the trade I made on Twitter?
Yeah.
Where I traded away like Brady, Gronkowski, Chase Edmonds, Ronald Jones, Deebo Samuel, Devin Singletary, and a 4th rounder. And I got 3 first-rounders, 2 thirds, Sam Darnold, Cole Kmet, Terrace Marshall, Ramondre Stevenson, in a team where I'm rebuilding too. So I took Deebo Samuel from that trade and I turned it into 3 first-rounders basically.
Yeah, that's easy. Here, where do we leave? Let's rapid fire.
Yeah,
brother.
We got a rapid fire. Okay, so since Higgins is out, who would you play 1 point PPR? Jacoby
Davis.
Myers. I take Jacoby Myers there
over Davis. I'll bet you that easily.
Let me see my rankings right now. I don't even know where I have Jacoby Myers. You're right. Now I would take Corey Davis ahead of Jacoby Myers, but I might have to move Jacoby Myers slightly up.
Half PPR, pick 1 flex. Pollard, Rondale Moore, Latavius, or Waddle. I will go with Tony Pollard here.
Yeah, I'll take Tony Pollard.
Who should I start? Devonta Smith, Robbie Anderson, or Kenny G? I'll take Devonta here.
Is that Kenny Gainwell or Kenny Galladay? I'll take Kenny Galladay if that's Kenny Galladay.
I'll still take Devonta Smith over Kenny G, but it's close. They're both like top 30 to 35 type plays.
Yeah, I have Galladay at 29 and Devonta Smith at 30. So they're literally so close for me.
Williams, DJ Moore, Sutton, or Julio, and Gibson versus Dima versus Tyson. So first question, I would go with Julio Jones.
I take DJ Moore.
He's going up against TJ Carey, right? Julio,
yeah. He should have a good game in this one, but I'll take DJ Moore there.
Sure. Second question, Gibson, Montgomery, or Tyson. So you got Montgomery going up against who the fuck the Bears
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Tyson going up against Detroit, and
Gibson against the Bills.
Although he hasn't been impressive lately, I'll still go Gibson.
Yeah, I'll take Gibson there.
Josh Jacobs dropped in my 12. Oh, what a guy smoking. Oh my God. Debo or Devonta? Give me Debo here.
Yeah, I'll take Debo pretty easily there.
Yeah, pick one, non PPR. Claypool, Jamar Chase, or Rondale Moore. Give me Jamar.
If Deontay doesn't play, I'll take Claypool.
Yeah,
I think I'd actually almost take Claypool regardless.
That's fair. What should I get for Kyler Murray in PPR? It's so league specific when people ask this.
With quarterbacks in a 1 quarterback league, it's really hard to judge. Like some 1 quarterback leagues, maybe more casual leagues, you might be able to get elite receivers for a Kyler Murray.
Make it like a Calvin Ridley.
Another more competitive, maybe like they don't understand the value of quarterbacks. But Kyler Murray still like, regardless of the type of league that you're in, he's still super valuable at the quarterback position. So I would probably need to get like Tyler Lockett for him to be able to move.
I'd need more than that. I'd probably need like Cooper Kupp.
I don't know about that. If you could get like AJ Brown for him, I'd move him.
You would prefer Kupp over Brown, rest of the season? You'd prefer Kupp over Brown rest of the season?
Maybe, yeah. Like it's close.
Yeah,
PPR too. Like he's gonna get more receptions than Brown.
Yeah. Should I be worried about Dalvin Cook's health long term? Long term, sure, like 3, 4, 5, 6 years, yeah. But like in fantasy football, you take that risk on that elite talent.
Yeah, long term from a redraft perspective, no, but maybe from a dynasty perspective, yeah.
Yep. Do I trade James White and Tyler Boyd for CAH? I'd honestly probably hold White and Boyd.
Yeah, I would too. I honestly, like, as crazy as it sounds, I think James White and CEH are a lot closer than probably a lot of people think.
C-Dog, he's dog.
Yeah, he's like, I have him exactly where I'm always going to have him, like RB23. That's where he's going to kind of sit in my rankings every single week.
You already asked that, I believe, but I would go with Pollard here. Tony. Just drop kickers for Chuba Hubbard shares, and that's how you play fantasy. Amen, bro. Amen. Go Chuba.
Thanks.
Cook, Shepard, Marquise Brown, or James White at flex full PPR. I think we actually got to ask this question. I said Shepard. He said Marquise Brown. But if you need ceiling, I don't mind shifting to Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
Higgins or Robbie. If
Higgins plays, but you're not going to know that. So, do you start Robbie because you don't know if Higgins is going to play?
No, I start Higgins still. I take the risk.
What happens if Higgins doesn't play?
If he doesn't, I'm assuming I have decent enough depth to make up for the lack of Robbie Anderson in the lineup.
Jay, if you don't have any good depth, like your next best receiver is Darius Slayton or something like that, then I would start Robbie Anderson tonight. But if you have Rondale Moore or something on your bench, then I would probably just go wait on Higgins and see if he plays.
Also, Nikki said that her cousin was on the phone or whatever, so don't worry about that. Dynasty, Najee, or Swift? I'll take Swift here. Do I sit? I would sit DJ Moore here.
Yeah, I'd also say. Man, Calvin Ridley's got James Bradbury this week.
Yeah, and look what Terry McLaurin did to him.
Yeah, I suppose. But DJ Moore has Vernon Hargraves.
Fair. I would still go Calvin Ridley.
I think it's gutty, but I would sit Calvin Ridley. It's a little it's hard to do that, but I would sit Calvin Ridley.
Full PPR, Godwin, or I need
the answer is probably Godwin, whoever you're gonna say or for.
Need help crafting a deal to get for a ready running back. Picked up more and hoping to use that momentum. Currently have J-Rob, Jamal Williams, James White, and Trace Emery. If you could turn J-Rob plus Rondale Moore into like Miles Sanders, I'd do that.
Yeah, I'd probably do that as well. If you can get Chris Carson for that, maybe you can even get Gibson if the guy's worried about that. Because a lot of people are worried about Antonio Gibson. I think he's a guy that I would go after if you can.
Yep, I agree there.
PPR, start Ingram today or Christian Kirk for Arizona? Give me Christian Kirk there.
Easily that. Christian Kirk's played really well this year, and that should be a highly volatile.
It's a PPR league, and Ingram gets no work in the receiving game. So,
Robbie Anderson or Boyd PPR. I will go with Tyler Boyd here.
Yeah, I'll take Tyler Boyd there as well.
Start 2 out of Deontay, Sutton, and Higgins in PPR. I would say Higgins here simply because we don't know his. Actually, Deontay and him are both questionable. Well, you're starting Sutton then, regardless, and then whichever one of the other two plays. If not, then I'll go Deontay.
Yeah, I'll go Deontay Sutton if everybody in this question plays. But if one of them is out, obviously you start the other one. But Sutton's a lock.
Yep. I have DJ Moore in one league and facing him in another. I'm conflicted.
That's the worst.
It's pain. Do you think Gibson can break out this week? Yeah, I do think so. Big reps.
I mean, he's got a semi-tough matchup against Buffalo, but I think he's going to get his first touchdown of the year.
Yep, agree there. Rondale, you already asked that, brother. Be careful on repeating the questions all the time, eh?
Derek Tone setting Carr, of course. 8-man PPR, Tyson for Claypool. In an 8-man league, give me the upside of Claypool for sure.
Yeah, easily. AB isn't a confirmed set.
Not for sure. He can pass a couple negative tests or something like that and potentially play, but I think it's trending towards he's not going to play.
If Robbie Anderson couldn't play after getting diagnosed, or not Robbie Anderson, Randy Gregory, I don't know how I completely mix those games. If Randy Gregory couldn't play after getting diagnosed on a Monday the week before, Antonio Brown getting diagnosed on a Wednesday is just...
It's a little sketch.
Yeah.
Corey Davis or Robbie Anderson. I'll take Corey Davis there. Cephas or Myers. Give me Jacoby Myers there.
Starting Gibson over Claypool, Sutton, and Boyd. Yep, I agree with that. Big Rex.
I would as well.
PPR start
Yep,
Ingram.
already answered that. That was Christian Kirk. Miami will keep it close, if not win. Jacoby is not a drop off from Tua. I disagree. I think Tua is a much better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Like train, let's get it going. Listen to Spicy Odd. If you guys are in this stream and we've answered your question, maybe we're about to get to your question, or maybe you just enjoy the content in general, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. As always, Jonathan giving us a hang loose right here. Francis says Brandon Cooks, Devontae Smith, Chase Edmonds. Who do I play? I play Chase Edmonds there.
Over Cooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the Jaguars don't mind it. Yeah, I know. That's probably true. Yeah.
Like Cooks and Smith both have kind of difficult matchups, so I'll lean the running back there.
Yeah.
Corey Davis or Robbie Anderson, full PPR.
Davis.
Yeah, give me Corey Davis. I feel like we've gotten this question 12 times. Hollywood has actually been looking good. Thoughts on New England defense this week? Who do they play?
Jameis. Yeah.
Jameis? Oh, yeah. Give me a New England DST for sure.
McLaurin against the Bills. I know it's a tough matchup against Trey White, but I mean, the way Terry McLaurin made James Bradbury look, like I think he's a must play.
Yeah, he's a top. He was still a top 20 receiver for me last week in one of the worst matchups he could have, because Bradbury is a true shutdown type of corner, and I still was willing to play Terry McLaurin as a top 20 guy last week. So.
And I know someone said that the Bills play sides.
They do play sides. Yeah, Terry McLaurin has moved around too. He's not like, and you know the crazy thing, if you look at PFF's, that's an insane trade, by the way. But if you look at PFF's like matchups, the Cardinals don't move the receivers. Did you know that?
I didn't realize
DeAndre Hopkins plays on the left every snap, and AJ Green plays on the right every snap, and Christian Kirk / Rondale Moore play in the slot every snap. Like with Terry McLaurin, they move him left, right, slot, whatever, like normal teams do. But the Cardinals, like whoever that matchup is, he's going to see him every snap.
Yeah, I agree. Also, this is ridiculous. If you can get Kamara straight up for Cup, you're laughing to the bank.
That's insane. Yeah, there's no way that should happen.
Should I start Rodgers or Josh Allen? I'm going with Josh Allen here.
Yeah, I actually think Josh Allen's a really good tournament play in DFS as well, because everybody's going to see Washington football team defense and not want to play him.
And not realize
that kind of average so far this season, the Washington football team defense. And Josh Allen has digs against Benjamin St. Juste and Beasley in the slot against Kendall Fuller. I think those guys can take advantage of those matchups.
Yep, I agree there. So where do we leave? I'm saying Ayuk no matter what this week. Yeah, I need.
If you have like a top 40 receiver type, then yeah, I'll sit Ayuk. But if I have to choose between like Quintez Cephas and Brandon Ayuk, I'll play Ayuk.
Yeah, I like the pass defense for the season.
Yep.
What about a Zeke Claypool for Damon Harris and Amari trade? I'll take Zeke and Claypool pretty easily there.
I will as well.
PPR start Ingram today or
yeah,
Kirk.
We already answered that, Kirk.
Quintez Cephas for real. I don't mind it, but I mean, I'm not trusting Quintez Cephas.
I'm not trusting him. I think the running and shout out to TCK Pod Sky Guasco here. I think I'm not going to trust Cephas. He's worth a bench stash, I suppose. He's a pretty talented receiver, but I think this offense runs through Hawkinson. It runs through the running backs, so I'm not really excited about any wide receivers in this wide receiver core.
Yeah, no, I agree. I have Corey Davis and Elijah Moore. Which one should I trade away? Do you have to trade either away? Because I mean, I would trade away Corey Davis because of his perceived value, but I don't mind keeping both.
I agree.
Rondale Moore, we already answered that. Are you worried about Miles Sanders' limited practice? Not really. I mean, he's got until Monday to be ready. So
yeah, I agree.
Keep starting Ayuk, and luckily I'm 5-1 overall with him in both leagues, starting up Hawkins. Yeah, you're chilling there, Patrick. Should I flex Shepard, Godwin? I don't have to read the rest. Godwin.
Yeah, easily Godwin.
Yeah,
Godwin's like my wide receiver 13 on the week. Like he's so high in my rankings.
Yeah, Sermon.
Actually, no, I think he might even be higher than. I think I have him like 11.
This one, do you need production right now, or can you afford to wait on the gamble of a Carter or a Sermon? Because if you need production right now, I mean, James White's a fringe like top 25, top 30 running back and can get you through some weeks. However, if you want to shoot for ceiling, I think Trey Sermon's probably got the most ceiling.
Which one do you prefer, Carter or Sermon of the two rookies? I think I prefer Carter personally.
Like, okay, all scenarios aside, yeah, probably Carter because I think he's going to produce sooner. But if you're just saying, oh, I need one for pure upside, I don't mind with taking the flyer on Sermon there because I think his ceiling's probably higher than Carter's.
Probably, yeah. I think.
Yeah, like that's a pretty.
I can't believe Elijah Mitchell is just like fully the running back to own, and we're just like accepting this now. It's kind of wild to me.
All right. Don't need another tight end. John, Yeah, I take like if you don't need another tight end, I don't mind doing this type of move. I think like it sucks, but Johnny Smith is legitimately
Him and Hunter Henry have like I think 70 yards and 73 receiving yards between the two of them. Like they're literally cannibalizing each other. Like neither of them is going to be an every week starter at tight end unless the other one gets hurt.
Yep. Got Panthers D tonight. Hopefully they do well and I don't start 0-3. Thanks, Ayuk. Yep. Hopefully.
Yeah, thanks Ayuk to me as well. I just traded for him, so I'm hoping he turns it around.
That is pretty weird looking at the Watson case right now because he's not suspended. He's not without pay. He's kind of just like he's not on IR. He's kind of just chilling on.
Dude, you know what was weird? Watching the top 100, the players talk about Watson. It was like so eerie. They were just like, yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Claypool, Gibson, Boyd, or Corey Davis in the flex half PPR. I'll go with Gibson. Yep. Pushing Danny, America's favorite. Amen, brother.
Facts.
Trying to trade Carson and Corey Davis for Bart. Yeah, we already got to that, but that would be a great trade for you. We're about to lose to Danny, but yeah, no, I'm chilling now, bro. I'm chilling. I don't know why. I guess they didn't hit me as hard right now.
Yeah, you were asleep on the last one, so
Sutton or Woods, full PPR. I'll go with Sutton here.
Yeah.
Was dropping Chenault and Elijah Mitchell for wait, what?
DJ Moore was available. You got trading Chenault and Elijah Mitchell for Mike Williams and DJ Moore? If either way, yes, the Mike Williams and DJ Moore side on both fronts is the better side.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. Mac. Yeah. Oh, what did I say about Mac Jones? I don't know.
I think this is a trade.
Oh, oh no, Mac. He's recognizing Mac in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stafford, Gainwell, Carter. Yeah, you're chilling there. That's a solid team.
I mean, the running backs make me nervous, but
yeah,
the rest of your lineup's really strong.
Yeah, I just saw Kelsey and Gronk, and then I saw Chris Godwin. I saw Scary Terry, but the main question mark there is your running backs.
I already answered that. Why you think Chase is going to boom this week? My was thinking 3 pretty good wide receivers. Hard to predict week over week. One, Chase got 11 targets. The next, Higgins got 10 and Chase 4. Yeah, I mean, if Higgins is out, obviously, then Chase is going to be phenomenal. But even if he's not out, I think you can count on 2 or even 3 of these guys to produce at least like 10 PPR points a week. And then one of them probably to boom every week.
And out of this whole receiving core, Chase is the one that like you need, like if you need something to return value, like Chase has legitimate like 45-yard, 50-yard type of touchdown upside because we have seen it in both of these last 2 weeks. He had a 50-yard touchdown in week 1. He had a 42-yard touchdown in week 2. That's just what he does. He scores touchdowns and he can do it on all 3 levels of the field. Talking about the deep game, we're talking about the intermediate game, and you talk about on the red zone. So
we're about to see his doppelganger do the Lord's work tonight, too. DJ Moore is the player I compared Jamar Chase to pre-draft, and I think he's going to have a phenomenal game if I haven't already said that 3 times.
Agreed. Ouch, I didn't know Higgins is out. Yeah. I think he'd be okay to play the whole game. Trade Carson, Allen Robinson, and Woods for DK and Saquon, which I do like. I'll take DK and Saquon here.
Yeah, easily.
Half PPR. I'll go with Cooks here, Nicholas.
Oh, I don't think we saw gaming with Gio's super chat here.
Oh, when was that?
Sometimes they don't show up on StreamYard. I don't know why, but I forgot I could flex Henderson too. Okay, so where did Gio's?
Where's your question?
I'm scrolling. Okay. Marvin Jones, Deebo Samuel, KJ Osborne, Devontae Smith. Start 1 and flex 1. And what did he say? I forgot I could start who?
Henderson, Daryl
Henderson. Okay.
Either way, I'll go with these first 2 wide receivers here with Marvin Jones and Deebo Samuel.
Deebo for sure is in my starting wide receiver slot, I'm assuming, and I'll go actually with I have Devontae Smith higher than Marvin Jones.
It's close, but man, like maybe I'm too optimistic as a Cowboys fan. If Diggs is shouting,
he looked good, man. He's looked good, but I think I would still start Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
he's also not supposed to like see a whole shit ton of like coverage from him. He'll get moved around enough that he should get away from Diggs enough.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, Marvin Jones against Arizona is pretty tasty too. But
yeah, it's pretty tasty.
That's fair if you want to start Devonta Smith over Marvin, but Deebo for sure is in your lineup. And also, again, appreciate that $2 super chat.
For sure. Nick says Brandon Cooks, Sammy Watkins. Cooks. Just easily Cooks there. I don't need to see anything else. Michael Carter over James Robinson. No, I would start James Robinson still.
I'd go with Carter. Robinson. He had the most opportunities in the backfield and split stats evenly with Ty Johnson. And
I talked about him on the running back starts and sits, but James Robinson had a 73% snap share, ran like a 70% route participation. I'll still take James Robinson.
They're both
a little too cute for me to start Carter over Robinson.
They're both in that clear cut, like mid-tier RB3 type of range for me, in my opinion. Like RB20,
I have Carter on the week right now, like
35,
13
40.
spots lower than James Robinson. Like
What do
I
you
don't
have,
think it's
like
really that
40?
close. I need to see more out of Carter before I actually throw him into my lineup. James Robinson got the opportunities. He gets the primary snaps at least. I know it's dumpster fire offense, but it's not like the Jets are a world beater either. So
Yeah, that's fair. It's close, closer for them between closer for. They're closer for me.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
CEH Cooks Claypool PPR.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd probably take Claypool there.
Rhodes is back, so I bet he'll cover Julio, considering how well Rhodes has played him in the past. Kerry Rock will be on AJ Brown. Yeah, definitely could see
whoever has it says on PFF right now with to have Kerry on Julio, but if Rhodes does come back, I'd assume that he's going to replace Kerry in the starting lineup, and Rocky Sin's going to get wiped by AJ Brown probably.
Yeah, spicy. That's pain. PPR start Ingram. Oh yeah, you already answered that. We already said Kirk like a million times, so please pay attention.
Yeah, and Claypool. Yeah, sorry if we're behind. We're going to be like 10, 15 minutes behind. Unfortunately, we get a lot of questions.
Need to know your other options there, Brock. Except I get Galladay, Woods, and Mixon for my CH and Allen Robinson. Yeah, I would take the Mixon side.
I would as well.
Great to see the channel growing so much now. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mac. Just grinding, man.
Yep.
You guys love it. Start David Montgomery or Tyson Williams in the standard. I would go with Montgomery, but man, Tyson Williams matchup this week is encouraging.
Okay, real quick, because the game's starting in like 10 minutes, I'm just going to scroll through. Just remember we left off on Mac. I'm just going to scroll through and see if there's any questions that need to be answered in the next 10 minutes. So Rome says Steelers D or Panthers defense. I will take the Panthers defense. Looking over, I don't see anybody there. Grapefruit. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just looking through. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything before actual kickoff kicks in. TX Lime says T. Higgins or Brandon Cooks PPR. Unfortunately, you're really not going to know the answer to that until we know if T. Higgins is starting. But if we know if T. Higgins is starting, I would play T. Higgins. But if you don't have a better option on your bench to pivot to in case T. Higgins isn't starting, then I would play Brandon Cooks tonight. Looks like Lee. Sorry, I just saw this. I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
I'm searching it.
Arizona or Carolina defense this week. Jizzy Jeff says Carolina. I'll go with there. Why does he look?
Yeah, a little bit.
Does he look like me at all? Okay. This guy says, boys, would you flex Swift or DJ Moore full PPR? I'm not sitting DeAndre Swift, but I really like DJ Moore this week.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm just going to continue to roll through these.
Yeah,
I guess he kind of looks like me a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I'll go back to the ones that we were going through. It doesn't look like there's like too many that are time sensitive. So Max is almost game time. Yes, sir. Would you trade Pittman and Melvin Gordon for Miles Sanders and Fields in standard? Yes.
Like Sanders, yeah, easily.
Yeah, give me the Sanders is alone worth that package in my opinion.
We already got to that. 8-man league. Don't hate. Pick 2. Cup, Ridley, Jefferson. Cup and Jefferson.
Yeah, Cup and Jefferson for sure. AJ Brown, Marquise Brown, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods, Mike Williams. Pick 3. I will go with the first 3. Yep.
Though Mike Williams versus A-Rob is really close.
I actually have
KC.
Mike Williams higher than Marquise Brown, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even take that in. Yeah.
I go with
Brown,
AJ
Robinson,
Brown, Mike Williams, and Allen Robinson there, Kevin.
Yeah.
Grapefruit Montgomery. What's up, man?
Julio.
What's up, Brian? Full PPR, Julio Jones or Allen Robinson.
Julio.
Man, that's close in my rankings. I have to check who I have higher right now. I think I would take Julio, but I want to see who I have higher. I currently have Allen Robinson higher.
Brown's secondary is a lot better.
Yeah, I'm going to move Allen Robinson a bit down here.
Yep. What do you think about the Packers defense? Trash. We already got to the question. Claypool or Amari? Amari, not really close, in my opinion.
Yep.
Gaskin or Jacoby Myers, full PPR. Yeah. Higgins or Cooks. You won't know that answer yet.
Yep.
Cardinals or
yeah, we already answered that. We already saw that. Starting receivers are Jefferson and Robert Woods. Don't know who to flex between Godwin, Shepard. I would sit Robert Woods for Sterling Shepard, if I'm being honest. I would play Godwin, Jefferson, and Shepard.
Yep, I agree there. Hit the like. You guys know any other channels who answer every other question? Amen, bro. Amen.
Appreciate that. We try and do as many as we can here.
Boys, did you flex?
We already got to that. That was Swift, by the way. If you didn't see that answer, Mac agrees.
We already answered that, Brian. Start 2 half PPR. Claypool, Hunt, Galladay, Robinson, Ayuk, Kirk, White. Haha, right now I have Claypool and Hunt. I would go Claypool and Galladay.
Which Robinson is that? Is that
I'm assuming
Allen or
James.
James?
I'm assuming James.
Yeah, I think it's probably James, but if it's Allen, it's definitely Allen and Claypool. But if it is James Robinson, give me Galladay and Claypool over Hunt.
Yeah, same. Swift this many targets and then 15 carries. Yeah, amen. Half PPR Cooks away for Elijah Mitchell.
I play Elijah Mitchell there, I think.
Who the 49ers? Yeah, who the 49ers
Packers.
Packers. Yeah, I'd play Elijah Mitchell, yeah. Starting receivers are Jefferson. We already got to that. Jordan, don't spam, brother. Yep, Spicy House got you. So no matter how many people times it. Yeah, facts. Starting Chase still better than Cooks. Yeah, I would still go with Chase over Cooks no matter what.
For sure.
Let's see for software for death. Yeah, not bad.
I also picked him up.
Decent. Give me Amari Cooper there. Ty. He is.
I'll take Amari Cooper. That you're not gonna know though. That's the only problem. So
I'm willing to take the gamble.
I think he's probably gonna play. So I'd go with Amari Cooper.
If Amari plays, Amari's a fringe top 5 wide receiver for me. Because quite literally,
his record against the Eagles is absurd. He plays so well against Philadelphia.
Like I saw a stat. He's legitimately averaging 180 yards and a touchdown per game against the Eagles.
It's crazy.
Like, what is that? Cooks are Tyson Williams.
Give me Tyson against the Lions.
Yep, tasty. Woods or Jefferson. I don't know how I feel about Woods. Yeah. Woods is a little sketch. Yeah, amen. There's 75 now, but the fact that we peaked over 90, I appreciate you guys a lot. Tyson or James White. Give me Tyson there, Jason.
Same.
Pick 2, Evans, Higgins, Claypool, Moore, full PPR. I'll go with Evans and Claypool, given Higgins' question mark to play.
Yeah, I will as well. I'd probably start Claypool regardless over T. Higgins, though, slightly.
Yeah, facts, Brock. Elijah Mitchell or Mike Davis, half PPR, not even close. It's Elijah Mitchell for me, Fadi. I'm assuming you agree?
Yep.
12-man PPR, try flex. Patrick, Mooney, or Slayton. I will go with Darnell Mooney here with Fields at quarterback.
I will as well. I think Slayton's not a bad deep play as well, though.
Trying to trade Deontay and Gaskin for... Yeah, I would do that. I mean, I don't see much of a huge discrepancy between Gaskin and Carter, personally. I mean, at the end of the day here, when you're dealing with RB...
I see a bit of a discrepancy, but the upgrade to Justin Jefferson is definitely worth it.
Yep. Amen, TY. Hit that like button. How many people are currently liking the stream, and how many people do we need to get to? Well, let me just check right now. I probably should have known that before I said that, but hey.
Probably.
45 people that have liked the stream so far, and we have 64 in it. So I see a little bump that we can get there.
Yeah, for sure.
Good evening, guys. Are we flexing Devonta Smith or Chase Claypool this week? Give me Chase Claypool there, Nathan.
I'll take Chase Claypool as well, Nate.
Yep.
I wonder if that's for our listener league that he's asking for that. Actually, no, it's not, because I have Chase Claypool in that league.
I have Ayuk. At least I have Eckler, Lamar, and Amari. It's just, Ayuk, unfortunate so far, but I think he'll pick it up. Sutton or Chase at flex? I would go with Jamar Chase, but I know you would probably say Sutton.
I have them super close. I do have Sutton slightly higher, though.
That's fair. We might have to bet that.
Well, I have Sutton at 24 and Chase at 25. They're like literally right next to each other.
Chase is a top 20 receiver for me this week, and I know
wild.
I haven't fully set my rankings, but I already know he's going to be there.
If Higgins is out, I'm going to remove him from this. So then those guys move to 23 and 24. And Deontay, same thing. So that's another 2 that are ahead of him.
That's fair. Got PPR, Pollard or Patrick for the flex. Thanks. Give me Tony Pollard pretty easily there.
Same.
Thanks for the content.
Yes, Bush is drinking wine out of a wine glass, by the way.
Thanks for the content, boys. Cheers to a good fantasy week, everybody. Appreciate that a lot, Anthony.
For sure.
Give me Galladay here, Bobby.
I'll take Galladay there slightly as well, but I actually have all those guys within like 5 spots.
Jeffrey, you absolutely can. I mean, CMC and DJ Moore are the clear target hogs on this offense.
Yeah, it's I talked about it in the wide receiver starts and sits video, which is live right now if you guys want to check this out during the game, during halftime, whatever the case is. But CMC and DJ Moore are the 1 and 2 on this offense, and Robbie Anderson is back to the role that he was playing with the Jets as like the deep threat wide receiver. His average depth of target on the season right now is over 20 yards. This is not a guy that's being targeted close to the line of scrimmage or at the sticks like he was last year. They're using DJ Moore in that role as they should have been last year as well. So I really like what I've seen out of DJ Moore. I'm really excited to see that he's being used as like the true alpha of this offense.
Yep. Yeah. Amen. Amen, Mac.
I still don't get Joe. I don't think I look like Joe Burrow at all.
Rodrigo, I would take the risk on Higgins here. I'm fine with starting Rondale Moore if I miss out.
Isn't that the exact example of the receiver that I gave?
Yeah. I'm accepting mix and trade. Who should I drop? Pollard, Tyson, Mooney, or Sermon? I drop Sermon here.
I would as well.
Woods, Devonta Smith, or Chase for half PPR. Got Jefferson starting. I would go with Jamar Chase here, Jeffrey. Montgomery or Marvin Jones PPR. I would still go with Montgomery in his guaranteed volume. I mean, this is a guy, despite not quote unquote producing last week, he only had about 10 points, had 24 opportunities. Okay. This is a full fledged workhorse.
Oh, it's 820 shit. I was gonna say at 819, I should just like real quick like skim over, but I think we're good. I don't see any. This guy says start Robbie Anderson and Javonte Williams / Patterson. Give me Javonte Williams there. I don't know if I got that off in time, but sorry, I'll just I think that was the only one that was like time sensitive that I had to find.
Yep, for sure. Where do we leave off?
I think it was Ruben here. Jerk. Hello. Flex full PPR, Rondell Moore, Waddle, Pascal, Elijah Mitchell. Give me Elijah Mitchell there.
I'm going more. I go Mitchell. I didn't see Mitchell. Debo or Cooks at flex. Give me Debo there, Max.
Yeah, by a pretty wide margin.
Wentz went off against the Bucs last year, though. Yeah, that could be the case, but
so did Cup, though.
Yeah. Sorry, regarding the Swift versus Moore question, I got Zeke and Gibson as my running backs. Hopkins, AJ Brown, still Swift. Yeah, correct. Bullseye. Yeah.
Your team is very good, by the way.
Yeah, facts. I'll go with Tyson here, but it's decently close. I think White's role is going to be pretty easy for the rest of the year, but Tyson's got legitimate like 15 opportunity upside, and in the Ravens offense, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Adam, can y'all think of a trade I can make for Javonte Williams? Honestly, I would ask
Henderson
this.
Kind of screams at me right now.
I would ask this in I would ask this in a DM so we can kind of give you more information, because right now I don't necessarily think we can give the most full information on stream right now. But
yeah, if you tried to take like Marvin Jones and KJ Osborne, if Javonte Williams has a down week this week, you might be able to pull that off. But I think using Darrell Henderson is probably your best bet.
Yep.
Maybe you could even give them maybe they could even give you something on top of Javonte with Darrell Henderson involved.
How do y'all have all you have Cooks and Higgins and also facts? Jared Cook, Will Fuller. I will go with Will Fuller pretty easily there.
I will as well.
Let's go Panthers. Amen, Joseph. I appreciate the like. We have 61 likes now, 65 people in the stream, so I like that ratio. Woods or Smith, happy BR. I would take Robert Woods here. I would take Robert Woods over him.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me Devontae Smith versus Diggs over Robert Woods versus Carlton. It's going to be a Cooper Kupp game again. I'm telling you.
I mean, Woods is a better
overall All right, player. The game's kicking off, so let's try and rip through some of these. Thank you. Good luck this week. Appreciate that, Brock. I have CMC in 6 of the 16 leagues. I have CMC in 0 out of my 7 leagues, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Pain. Love the analysis, like, and sub. Appreciate that a lot. Nicholas means a lot. Did you scroll down? What the heck did I?
There we go. Ernie says start. Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Whoops. I'm number 1 ranked in the FSE Dino League. It's been fun, fellas. Thanks for everything you guys do. Appreciate it. Don't worry. I'm still going to take you down, though, anyway, Nate.
Hey, if you need some more pieces, come trade for my win now pieces of Sterling Shepard, Tim Patrick, and Leonard Fournette that I've probably put.
I'll take Leonard Fournette, but Danny wants to charge me an arm and a leg for him.
Oh, come on! No,
you wanted a first-round pick for those 3 guys. No chance.
For all 3 of them and a second.
Ew. No.
What?
No.
If you're a win now
Leonard
team?
Fournette for like a young wide receiver, but that's it. Thanks. They are locked in, and not Rashad Bateman, because I know you're going to send me that in a minute that this is over. Thanks. They are locked in. Okay. Texans plus 8.5. Book it. I mean, weird shit happens on Thursday Night Football, man. It wouldn't shock me if Davis Mills actually looked half decent in this game. Ernie, thanks. No problem. Half PPR, Devontae Smith, OBJ, or Darnell Mooney in the flex. Give me Odell Beckham if he plays. If he doesn't play, I'll take Devontae Smith. Should I drop Myers for Mooney? I picked up Justin Fields this week. I would rather have Jacoby Myers personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Should I give up Kamara for Swift and AJ Brown, or Mixon and Cooper? Would you rather have Kamara or Swift and AJ Brown? I think I take Swift and AJ Brown.
Yeah, I would.
As much as man, that's so close. It depends how deep the league is, right? If you can start like up to 10 players or something like that, I think I would take the 2 pieces. But if it's an 8-man league or something like that, give me Kamara.
Yep, I agree there.
Cook's still a play tonight. I started him still. Yeah, Cooks is still a fine play tonight, even if you started him anyway. Should I drop Tony Jones Jr. for Jaquise Carter? Is he the guy that's the 49ers signed?
Yeah, don't do it.
No, keep Tony Jones. Tony Jones isn't going to be usable unless Kamara gets hurt. But if Kamara gets hurt, then you're going to really have something on your hands.
Trade Marvin Jones for Tyson Williams. Then yeah, I would probably take Tyson rest of the year. You agree?
Yeah, sorry, I just saw the next comment. Aikman always looks sweaty and hungover, red, swollen face.
Facts.
Him and Buck. Yeah, they are my least favorite crew as well. I wish I could watch the Eli Manning and Peyton Manning thing.
Yeah, facts.
I don't know how to watch it in Canada. I think you need ESPN Plus to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. TSN 3 maybe.
I've never actually checked it out. Like tried to look for it.
I don't have cable in Guelph, so
yeah.
I drafted Sermon and Ayuk roast me. Don't worry, I did that in the league as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Didn't start Swift in time instead of more, but here's hoping he doesn't pop. Yeah, facts. Starts an AJB for me. Yeah, I agree there. So he's here in the Kanoto, Ohio. Kanotoyo. I don't know.
No idea where that is. 55 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius because we're Canadian, but I bet it's colder here than it is wherever you are.
Facts. Cool. Thanks. Anytime, Eric. Trade Dak for Gibson, PPR. I have Stafford on my bench in a 1-quarterback league. Absolutely.
What? Sorry. I thought, yeah. If you have Stafford, trade away Dak for Gibson in a 1-quarterback league any day. I think I would still do that in Superflex. Depending on what my other quarterbacks are, but in a 1-quarterback league, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, agree there. So
Peyton and Eli show is gold. Yeah, I want to watch it. I kind of wish I was able to.
Yeah, so the game has started. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it, and hopefully, for any of you guys who are starting people in this game, they pop off for you. So
hopefully, I win $100,000 in DFS tonight.
I didn't play it, but
yeah.
Peace out, y'all. Enjoy your Thursday night.
Take it easy.